If you have stopped relating to somebody, and especially if that person is a companion, as in a marriage, step out of that relationship. This is my personal view. This is very important because both husband and wife, or two companions, have to relate to each other. Relating is more important than the relationship. And when there is relating, then you don't just look at what each other wants, but look at what they want together. And when children are involved in a marriage situation, then this collective view of what the couple want is more important, and that's the only way a marriage can be a happy one. A couple we know have reached a point where the marriage is over. Both of them are very smart, educated, earning very well, but they have different ideas of what gives them joy. The man holds an IT job, works for a software company, but actually prefers to be a writer, wants to be a writer. And so he spends all his free time writing poetry, reading books, taking long walks, dreaming about life and its various myriad ways. And the woman is just the opposite. She likes to shop, she likes to travel all over the world, and she believes in the high life, which the man clearly cannot relate to. So they have been having fights for as long as they know. In the last 20 years that they've been married, their children are growing up. Their son is about 13, the daughter is about 7, and the son is turning violent towards his father because he feels that his father is wronging his mother. And the little one, the girl, is living in a perpetual state of fear because she doesn't know when a fight will erupt between the two people that she loves dearly. They live under the same roof, but they sleep in different rooms. So the marriage is over, but they're refusing to accept this. And because they're refusing to accept this, they're causing the two children to grow up in a very strife-driven environment. Zig Ziglar, the great American motivational speaker, had this to say, and we have followed it. My wife Vani and I have followed it to the T. He said, the greatest gift you can give your children is to have a happy marriage with your spouse. And it is so true. Now, let's understand this whole concept of marriage. As an institution, it's probably lost its relevance because we cannot see marriage only as an institution which has a religious, social, or legal framework. Marriage is also about companionship. It's about relating. Now, in reality, whether it's in a marriage or outside of a marriage, no one can be happy living another person's life. So when two people come together in life, as in a marriage, they bring their own individual ideas of life, and they together sit down and hopefully plan a collective idea of how they want their life to be. Now, if this doesn't happen for any reason and only a physical consummation happens, then what happens is people are just living under the same roof, but they're not relating to each other, as it happened to our friends in the US, the story that I just talked to you about. So the word marriage has no meaning in the truest sense. And clinging on to an unhappy marriage is perhaps the biggest disservice that parents can do to raising their children. So continuing to relate to each other is very, very important. Relating is more important than the relationship. And when you do realize that you're not relating to somebody anymore, it's better to get out of that relationship for your own sake and for the sake of everyone involved, most importantly, the kids, if you have them around.